What we are facing is not a football tournament. It is a closed-door VIP party that only the elite and the wealthy can attend. Their goal is not to make football better. FIFA is so hungry for money that the number of teams has increased from 32 to 48. They keep telling you that the 2026 World Cup will be amazing, but is that really true? Let's take a closer look, because what we are about to watch may no longer feel like football. Matches canceled because of extreme heat, 3-minute television commercials in the middle of the game. Halftime breaks stretched to 30 minutes, inspired by the American Super Bowl. Tickets being sold on the black market for $500. All of this is very likely to happen at the 2026 World Cup. Before we get into the video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you are here for more analysis about the World Cup, national teams, star players, the best starting 11s, and the future of football, then you are in the right place. If you have subscribed, let's begin. The 2026 World Cup will be hosted by the United States, Mexico, and Canada. On paper, a massive tournament is waiting for us, with 48 teams and 104 matches. But when we look at the background, FIFA's vision, and the chaos inside the host countries, the picture changes completely. Today, I will explain why this tournament could become one of the biggest disasters in football history. From political crises nobody talks about to ridiculous new rules that seem to have been invented out of nowhere. Grab your tea or coffee because we have a lot to talk about. Let's start. Part 1. Money. Our first topic directly affects our wallets. Football used to be the people's game, but it does not look that way anymore. When the North American Committee won the right to host this tournament in 2018, their motto was this: this tournament would be the people's tournament. They promised that group stage tickets would start at $21. So what actually happened? A complete betrayal. Remember that legendary final in Qatar 2022 where Messi and Mbappe faced each other in one of the greatest matches in history? Category 1 tickets for that match were $600. In 2026, the cheapest ticket for the same final starts at $4,100. If you want a Category 1 ticket, the price goes all the way up to $8,680. We are talking about a 7-fold increase. Even for an ordinary match, you will have to pay at least $165. And it gets even worse. FIFA has introduced a system called dynamic pricing. That means as demand for a match goes up, ticket prices will go up as well. And then there's the legal black market. On FIFA's own resale platform, there is no price limit. On top of that, FIFA takes a 15% commission from both the buyer and the seller. According to the BBC's calculation, the cost for an English couple to watch the group stage matches reaches a total of £12,000. That is more than $15,000. What we are facing is not a football tournament. It is a closed-door VIP party that only the elite and the wealthy can enter. Second, there is the drop in quality. Their goal is not to make football better. By increasing the number of teams, the aim is to earn more ticket revenue and more broadcasting revenue through 40 extra matches. Low-quality matches, group stage games where no team even takes a shot on goal for 90 minutes, while fans pay thousands of dollars to watch them. There is an even more frustrating side to this. It damages the flow of the game. America is trying to make football look like its own national sport, the NFL. As you know, in American football, the game constantly stops and commercials come in. Television networks do not want to broadcast 45 interrupted minutes of football without ads. So what's the solution? FIFA found it in water breaks. By using extreme heat as an excuse, they added 2 or 3-minute water breaks into matches. The real goal is not for the players to drink water. The real goal is for broadcasters to run commercials on television during that break. They are tearing apart the uninterrupted momentum, one of football's most important qualities, just to sell more hot dogs and more advertisements. And they are not stopping there. They are planning to increase halftime in football matches from 15 minutes to 25 or even 30 minutes. The aim is to create massive Super Bowl-style concerts. While the players are trying to recover in the locker room, shows will be performed on the pitch. They have also introduced strange new rules, claiming they want to speed up the game. To learn more about these rules, you can check out my video in the upper right corner. Here are a few of those rules.
If an injured player comes off the pitch for treatment, he will not be allowed to return to the game for 1 minute. If a player who is being substituted does not leave the pitch within 10 seconds after the substitution board goes up, his team will play with 10 men until the game stops. If goalkeepers hold the ball for more than 8 seconds, possession will go to the opponent. These rules go completely against the nature of football. They are decisions that turn the game into something robotic. Third topic, politics. Now let's talk about the real chaos outside the pitch. There are 3 host countries: the United States, Canada, and Mexico. Canada is relatively calm, but the other 2 countries are in complete chaos. When we look at the Mexican city of Guadalajara, forget football. There are even serious concerns about public safety in the city. Barricades were set up in 20 states. Buses were burned. There are even reports of explosion sounds around stadium areas. How are you going to bring millions of tourists into this ring of fire? When we move to the United States, President Trump's harsh immigration policies have almost taken the tournament hostage. Right now, there are visa restrictions or bans on 39 countries. FIFA, on the other hand, announced a system called FIFA Pass just to make things look better. Supposedly, people who buy tickets will have their visa appointments moved forward, but this looks like a big lie. There is absolutely no visa guarantee. That means a fan who pays a $10,000 ticket may still be unable to enter the United States simply because his country is on Trump's list. And of course, that was not all. International crises also entered the picture. Iran announced that it would withdraw from the tournament after the negative developments that took place in the country. In countries like Spain and Germany, calls for a boycott of the tournament also began. Trump even went so far that he threatened to cancel matches in cities like Boston, New York, and San Francisco, cities with Democratic mayors he politically disagrees with, and move them somewhere else. Can you imagine that? Billion-dollar infrastructures that have been prepared for years are now at the mercy of one political leader's words. Fourth topic, climate hell and physical collapse. Footballers are not robots. With the new Champions League format, they're already playing with superhuman effort. On top of that, a World Cup will be added, lasting 39 days and requiring massive air travel. In a small country like Qatar, teams could move between stadiums by metro, but on a massive continent like North America, they will have to travel by plane for hours. And then there is the climate issue. The Club World Cup held in the United States in 2025 was a rehearsal for this World Cup, and it was a complete mess. In matches in Charlotte, players had to leave the pitch because of storms. Fans were trapped inside the stadium. There were delays of up to 7 hours. The heat problem was even worse. During Chelsea's match in New Jersey, the temperature was 40 degrees Celsius. Enzo Fernandez said he felt dizzy because of the heat. The players did not even have the energy to run, let alone attack. According to reports, 14 of the 16 stadiums have climate risks that exceed safe playing limits. They're basically throwing players into hellish heat, storms, or flood disasters. Fifth topic, loss of identity. We're going to watch a soulless World Cup. And finally, beyond all these commercial and political issues, it looks like this tournament will have no soul. The World Cup is not just about matches. The World Cup represents culture, identity, and a sense of belonging. Remember Shakira's music video from 2010? It was a song where we felt the spirit of South America deep in our bones. The official song of 2026 sounds like a flat advertising jingle made by artificial intelligence. There is nothing that reflects the culture of the United States, Mexico, or Canada. The logo is another absurdity. When we look at the logos from 2014 and 2018, they had deeper meanings. Now they have been replaced by something that looks like it was drawn by a 4-year-old child. There is a black background with a white 2026 written on it. It is extremely ordinary. Under the leadership of FIFA and Infantino, they have followed this mindset. Let's not offend anyone, let's take money from everyone. And in doing so, they have sucked the soul out of everything. Infantino giving the FIFA Peace Prize to Donald Trump, who has brought so much politics into football, was another separate absurdity. These are the painful sides of the 2026 World Cup. Yes, on the pitch, we may still watch Messi and Ronaldo for the last time. And yes, it will still be exciting to watch teams returning to the tournament after many years. But in the background, this organization has moved far, far away from the pure passion of football. It is completely focused on money and politics. It looks like we will miss those magical World Cups that used to lock us from the television. So, what do you think? Can the United States, Mexico, and Canada handle all this chaos? Or will this new format and American-style show business become the future of football? Make sure to leave your comments below. I will try to read and respond to all of them one by one. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like it and subscribe to my channel. See you in the next videos. Protect your passion for football. Goodbye.